Hi, everyone. My name is Brady Powell, and I'm an MBA candidate at UNC's Keenan Flagler Business School. And additionally, I'm enrolled in the Graduate Certificate in Innovation for the Public Good program. And the folks on that team asked me to record this video to describe my experience with the program and see if it might be something that interests you out there watching it wherever you are. So why did I join the Cipg program? Prior to business school, I was an Army infantry officer for 9 years. And when I came to Keenan Flagler, one of the reasons I chose this program over others was that it really spoke to my sense of teamwork, of community, of camaraderie, of mission, of purpose, other than business existing just to turn a profit. I think that's an old way of thinking, and the program here, by and large, I think would agree with me. So anyway, that was what drew me to UNC and to Keenan Flagler. But then once I got here, I discovered that the Cipg program was a possibility, and it also spoke to me in that it would allow me to, meet and interact with like-minded, leaders and students from all the other graduate programs, which is something that we don't get to do enough of, I don't think. And yeah, when I'm getting my MBA not to go become a titan of industry, but I want to have the managerial and financial acumen to be able to lead organizations effectively, whether those are for-profits or non-for-profits, or even going back into the government. And in the program like this, exposed me to a lot of courses and opportunities that I might not have had just solely internally to Keenan Flagler. They've asked me to pick two of the certificate's learning objectives and describe how those have impacted my time here at school and going forward. And so I have a bit of a theme going. So I've chosen recognizing opportunities, challenges, and the assets of communities, as well as building and maintaining collaborations and partnerships in support of shared mission over time. And what stands out to me about these two in my CIP journey was, one of the best courses I took this whole program was outside the B school, and it was nonprofit management. And so getting to really explore that side of, they're essentially small businesses that simply have a different mission than a more traditional firm. And, and all the information you get crosswise across, programs or schools or whatever, is that you really have to focus on community engagement, right? You have to be engaged and understand what it is that the communities that you are operating in and hopefully supporting, what they need, what strengths they have, what weaknesses they have. And we often think that the world looks the way we imagine it does, but until you really get on the ground and you open up your mind to hearing from folks at all levels, you don't really understand. And then, building and maintaining those collaborations and partnerships, that takes time. And it's going to lead me into my last point, but those things don't just happen overnight. You really have to make deliberate effort. So like in the case of here as a graduate student at UNC, there are of course plenty of opportunities to socially engage with one another and to meet each other, out on Franklin or just around town. But you have to make a deliberate effort to really get to know folks who are in different programs. And I might not have gotten to meet some of the fantastic folks I have without the Cipg program and the cross-pollination that it induces. And then lastly, what is one lesson learned from my Cipg experience? I think it's exactly what I said before, that, cross-functional organizations don't just happen. It takes very deliberate effort. It takes a lot of planning and leadership. And in this case, on the behalf of the staff who are running this program, but also on the students who raise their hand and say, I want to be a part of this. I want to go, expose myself to people who think differently and act differently and are studying different pursuits, who have other skill sets and career paths, and how can we work together to accomplish good things. And I think that's, at the end of the day, I always said, life is a team sport. And so you can't have a team full of people who all do the same thing. And the Cipg has been a fantastic opportunity to broaden my graduate experience at UNC and really remember that it takes a whole village, team sport. So getting everybody involved, building those connections. Something I'm going to take with me going forward. So thank you. And I hope this was helpful.